Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
It was a fairly warm Christmas across the state line today, but not quite breaking any records for our high temperatures this afternoon. We made it up to 57 in Rockford. Other spots still made their way into the mid-50s as well. However, it was warm as far as warm record low temperatures are concerned. Christmas Eve, we actually only fell to 47 degrees. That breaks the previous record of 46 degrees set back in 1982. And Christmas Day, so far we have only fallen to where we currently are, in around that upper 40s once again. And our forecast low at midnight, right at 47 degrees as well, would break the record low temperature of 43 degrees that was set back in 1940. We are still dealing with those warmer temperatures across the state line, including from our weather watcher Terry out in Genoa. Shout out Terry for even sending us a weather watcher report even on Christmas Day. Temperatures 53 degrees there, 52 degrees dew point, and winds out of the southeast around 11 miles per hour, along with 0.7 inches of rain out there in Genoa. But that colder air starting to wrap in, along with ending the precipitation. Many spots now seeing those temperatures falling down into the 40s. 44 degrees in Rochelle, 42 degrees in Sterling, 40 degrees even in Galena, and still holding on to the 50s when we look off to the north. That's where the colder air is starting to wrap its way in, along with this stronger low pressure system out across parts of Iowa. That's where we're seeing really the stronger cold air coming in. And notice the direction where this cold air is coming from. It's coming from the southwest, which is a very uncharacteristic direction from that southerly flow to bring some of that colder air in. And while temperatures here are not nearly cool enough for winter weather or a white Christmas, it was not the case out across the west in the northern plains. They actually saw some significant winter weather, including blizzard warnings and ice storm warnings out there from the same low pressure system that brought us all of this rain. On the cooler side of that system, though, that's where we see all that snow and even some ice accumulation in some spots. Locally, all that rain starting to come to an end, especially when we look up to the north of I-88 and even to the north of Highway 20 now is where we're seeing the majority of that rain coming to an end with some of the drier air already wrapping in. Now that this is winding down, we have seen many rainfall totals up there pretty significantly, around over 1/4 of an inch of rain in DeKalb, over 1/2 of an inch of rain in Rockford. 0.56 inches of rain actually is our second rainiest Christmas on record. And that previous record, or at least the rainiest, was over 1.25 inches for that amount. Now as we get into tomorrow, that colder air, as I mentioned, dropping our temperatures back down into the 30s through the majority of the afternoon, around 15 to 20 degrees cooler than where they were earlier this afternoon. That drier air wrapping in, and that does keep us dry for the majority of the next couple of days ahead. A next system does pass us to the south, bringing some rain and snow to the south of Interstate 80, and then another weather system kind of wrapping around does eventually bring us another chance for some snow as we get into Thursday. In the meantime, though, still fairly warm, 41 degrees for tomorrow, 41 degrees on Wednesday, still above average, but feeling much chillier and feeling much closer to winter. That chance for snow on Thursday, and then as we head into the new year, still temperatures above average in the 30s.